Hey everyone, thank you for coming out. My name is Pelé the victim, and the rumors are true. I am suing Bobby Wagner for his vicious assault on me last Monday. I, like many others, came to the football game for entertainment, beer, and to make a political statement. Late in the second quarter, I was casually enjoying the game in my own way when out of nowhere and unprovoked, I was violently attacked by Rams linebacker Bobby Wagner. The injuries I walked away with have left me scarred, possibly for the rest of my life. Sure, I helped Wagner double his season tackles, but that is nothing to the assault that I suffered. I look to the Rams and the NFL to make amends with me and punish Wagner greatly, perhaps even jail. Once again, I did nothing wrong, and I deserve millions of dollars.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Steehn. If you or someone you know has suffered an on-field injury in an NFL game through no fault of your own, then give me a call at 1-800-NFL-SUCK. I'll stand by you, I'll fight for you, and I'll get you the money you deserve.
So much pain. Hi, is this Jimmy Skeen?
Tua? Who are you calling? You're supposed to be resting!
No one, Mom!
Hi, you're all watching Once Upon a Time in Las Vegas, the rise of the greatest American sports betting show in the world. I'm your host, Rocky Foré, here with Steamroller.
What's up, buddy? You sound a little down, Rock.
I am. I just read an article that James Gunn said in the original cut of Scooby-Doo, Velma was a lesbian.
Okay, I'm just kind of at a loss to see how that affects your life.
I liked her a lot.
Wait,
Dean.
Is Velma your
It was the
dream
perfect
girl?
package.
Oh my god.
Velma's my dream girl. How is she not your dream girl? She can solve mysteries. She has funny, quirky things to say. She's just so smart. Has the bob that everyone likes.
So, I don't know what's more disturbing here, that you're attracted to somebody who's a lesbian or that she's a cartoon character and not real.
Well, first of all, she started as a cartoon character, but my love for her really took off with the live action version.
Oh.
Linda Cardellini played her, and it was perfect.
Sorry, buddy. I'm very sorry. Do you think you can focus for an hour here or so and talk about some football?
No, but I'll give it a shot.
Okay. Well, that's the old spirit. That's that fourth quarter Rocky we like to see. Hey, welcome to the show, everybody. I'm happy to be here. I have no unnatural affections for Velma or any other cartoon character, possible exception of Jessica Rabbit. But other than that, nice to be here. Thanks for joining us in week 6. Once Upon a Time in Las Vegas, the rise of the greatest sports betting show in the world. Of course, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and most importantly, don't forget to comment. And why? Because everybody that comments before Tuesday, you have from now until Tuesday, drop us a comment. Everybody that does will be entered in a drawing, and the winner will get a $100 gift card courtesy of your good friends over at winnersandwhiners.com. So there you go. If you're looking for our premium plays, we always have a discount for you folks that watch the video. It is 50% off my plays, any of the cappers that you see here today, or any of the other cappers at Winners and Whiners. You just got to use the code, this should cheer you up, Vegas Foray. VEGASFORE. There you go. You happy now, Rock?
There's not an exclamation point in there, right?
No, there is no exclamation point.
Because you can't just be giving out my Facebook password like that to everybody.
No, it's not a 1. So otherwise it'd be your Facebook password. Thanks.
Okay,
I want to
good.
change that, bud. I'm just saying now that you've shared it with everybody.
Oh, dang it.
All right, very good. Well, you guys know, if you're a regular to the show, we've got a couple of great handicappers at Winners and Whiners. These are kind of we kind of broke it into 2 groups. We got kind of the new guys and the old guys. Had the old guys last week. We got the new guys this week. These guys are young. They're hungry. They're killing it, and we're excited to get their take on week 6 in the NFL. First bye week. First time we've got some byes, so we've only got 14 games instead of 16 this week. I don't know. I guess you guys are getting paid the same, though, even though you're not working as hard. I guess that's okay. But Let's find out.
But you guys are getting paid?
Easy, Rocky, easy. Let's find out who we got here. The pride of Denver, Colorado. We had to talk him off the ledge to bring him in after another great performance by the Denver Broncos. At least the Buffaloes were off. You know him, you love him, and if you've been following his free picks lately, well, not the last week or so, but before that, you followed him for the month before that, he made you a ton of money. He's young, he's exciting, and he's happy to be here. It's Mason Folz, everybody. What's up, bud?
Hey, Steehn, I am happy to be here. Happy to look at this Week 6 slate of games. I see a lot of good ones, and really excited to attack. Everyone, you can grab my free picks on YouTube. Got a bunch of articles on the Winners and Whiners website as well every day, as you should check those out.
Yeah, these guys are both multi-talented. They both not only do videos each and every day with free picks, they have premium plays, but they write a ton of articles over there at the winnersandwhiners.com website. So if you're looking for predictions, previews, and picks on every single game, every single day, you have to go to the preeminent spot in the world for predictive sports analysis, and that is winnersandwhiners.com. Speaking of which, it's the pride. I always say Houston, Texas, but it's the pride of actually Ohio. He's a Cleveland guy, and not a great weekend for the Cleveland Browns. But we're happy to have him. Always nice to see his smiling face around. He's been hotter than hell lately. Of course, it's Double D. It's David Delano. What's up, my friend?
How you doing, Steehn? I'm doing good. Glad to be here. I have my loser's mug behind me, hoping that I can give them some good luck, because they sure as hell aren't going to give me any.
Not good. Not good at all, my friend. So, we want to take a look at the past weekend. We're all sports bettors around here. We give out picks. And every once in a while, there's a game or two that really stick in our craw that make the difference between having a great day and having a bad day, or maybe between a good day and a great day, whatever it is. We're going to find out in a new segment that we're going to unveil this week. And by the way, in the comment section, let us know what you think of our new segment. This is a little something that I like to call Who Owes Me Money? Which team, which coach, which fan base, which quarterback, who screwed the pooch? Who can I point a finger at? That's what I'm going to do right here. Who owes me money? You guys ready? You got a couple picked out?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's the kind of enthusiasm and excitement that we bank on around here. So really happy. Let's get it going, and I'll kick it off. Hey, how about Detroit, New England over 45.5? Detroit, number one scoring offense in the NFL going into week 5. What the hell? No points. Jared Goff, QBR, 6.6. Amon-Ra St. Brown came back. Hey, we've been talking about him maybe being a top 10 receiver. 4 catches, 18 yards. Matt Campbell, good Lord, your defense sucked. We knew that would happen. What happened to the offense? Hey, Lions, Matt Campbell, Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown, you owe me money. There we go.
Yeah,
Mason?
I agree.
Anybody else?
I'm going to go with, I got a group, as I want to blame, or the entire state of Colorado owes me money, as our football teams absolutely stink right now. I had the Broncos -3 as they just kicked the ball around, did nothing against the Colts on Thursday night, continued to struggle in the red zone, continued to struggle on the offensive side of the field, and ultimately ended up giving up a horrible drive at the end of the game and losing, as it was disappointing. And I also had CSU not to cover, but they ended up winning outright, as they finally scored 2 defensive touchdowns. Their offense did nothing. Nevada struggled and didn't do anything at the end of the game. And CSU ended up winning, as that was devastating, as I had Nevada -3.5. This entire state owes me money, and probably a lot more than that right now.
I had both of those plays, so I will hop on. I'll hop in that truck with you as well, as I had Denver to cover the 3 and Nevada to cover the 3. That's 0 for 2 for Colorado. Yeah, I'm all in on that one. David, who's got your GOAT this week?
Well, I don't know if I could blame Atlanta or just the opponents of Atlanta, but Atlanta just owes me money one way or another. Apparently, I owe Atlanta money. I mean, going back from even earlier in the season, one of my first best bets with Atlanta versus the Rams, Atlanta getting blown out, Rams come firing back, had the over a couple weeks ago in the game between the Browns and Falcons, and it falls just under the total. This week, the was on the side of Tampa Bay. They take a 21-0 lead. I guess I need to just stop with the Falcons. They always find a way to cover no matter what. I even flew down there to see the Browns play. Just a lot of money. I've been blowing a lot of money on Atlanta.
So I like when you've got extra money that you're pissed off about. It's not just the money that you've bet, but you've got plane tickets, you've got hotels, you've got food. Oh yeah, you've got an expense account that they owe you there in Atlanta. Atlanta, by the way, 5-0 against the number. Congratulations. God. Rocky?
You know who owes me?
Who owes you money?
You know who owes the vending machine at the Bakersfield Rec Center. I put in $1 to get some sour Skittles, and the Skittles got stuck. So I put in another $1, and it didn't get it out. So I kept putting dollars in, and my sour Skittles would never come out until some guy with eyeliner named Derek comes over and kicks the vending machine, and it finally came out. I put in $4, Steehn.
Okay, I feel
That's
like
who owes me money.
I feel like I didn't maybe explain this segment well enough to you. I'm sorry. I like
the
the
Bakersfield Rec Center owes me money.
I like the guy with the eyeliner named Derek. Was it Derek Carr by any chance?
I don't know. I didn't catch his last name.
Okay, I've got a second one, and this is a little more recent, a little more fresh. The wound is a little more open, and that's the Kansas City Chiefs team total over 30.5. I know they don't have Harrison Butker. Matt Wright, come on in, buddy. 41-yarder. That's a chip shot in the NFL. Oh, my goodness. That is not good. Not good at all, my friend, as he pulled that one to the left. You know, that's not a way to audition for the NFL, Matt. That's a way to audition to be the shift manager at Wendy's. Carl Cheffers, you know what? He saw that play on Brady on Sunday, and he said, there's no way you could make a call worse than that. And Cheffers said, hold my beer, as he called pass interference on Chris Jones as he had the football. Nicely done, Carl. And the Chiefs, they were in a position to go over the total. They scored the touchdown to take it to 30 and give themselves a 7-point lead. What's this? Oh my God, Andy Reid learned analytics. They're going for 2. They're not going for 1. Any chance they make that 2-pointer and get us over our total? Not a chance in hell. Sit down, Chiefs, 30 points. Hey, Andy, Carl, and Matt, you all owe me money.
Yeah, Steehn, I'm right there with you. My next team that owed me money was the Chiefs, as I had them -7. But I also wanted to just say it a little louder for the people in the back, because I know you're a Chiefs fan. You don't want to say it, but the refs absolutely owe us some money too. As that was a horrible roughing the passer call. Ended up giving the Raiders a 3-point swing, or 3 points at the end of the half, and really changed the outcome of the game. As I think if that didn't happen, and if the Chiefs could just knock down one ball late in the game deep to Devontae Adams, I think it's a completely different game, as I think the Chiefs were the better team, as they owe me money as well.
Very good.
I would have to go with the Philadelphia Eagles, who owe me money. Got burnt on them 2 weeks in a row. Previous week, I was on the Jacksonville Jaguars, who got off to a very, very nice start. Philly comes roaring back, and I don't get the cover on the 7. And then this week, Philadelphia comes out strong, as I was on Philly against the Cardinals, and then they let the Cardinals come back and don't cover. So that's 2 weeks in a row that Philly's burned me. And actually, I even was on the other side of Philly to start the season off when they played the Vikings on Monday Night Football. So if I just stayed away from the Phillies, if I stayed away from the Eagles and the Falcons, probably be number 1 in the world right now.
Not good. Rock, any other vending machines you're angry at?
No, I was riding my bike down the road with my little dog in the handbasket, and I saw this little gypsy on the side of the road, and he was like, "Oh, come over here. I can show you your future for $15. And I was like, $15? That's nothing. So I go over there. I start talking to this guy. He starts telling me about like what my future is going to look like. But then he's like, "Oh, there's a storm brewing. You better get back home." I was like, "But you haven't finished talking to me about your future." And he was like, "Okay, come back tomorrow. The storm's coming. You got to get home." I was like, "Fine." So I get home and this tornado's coming. And I was like, tornado. But I hit my head. And I fell out. And I found it, like I got caught in the tornado. And then I landed in this colorful land with all these little people. And apparently I killed some bad guy. And then I like met a couple friends. And I going down this road. And I found that guy who was the gypsy. And he was like, I can get you home. And I was like, yeah, you better. You owe me some money. And so he finally got me home, and I woke up and the storm was gone. But he never gave me my $15 back.
Brock, are you sure that you're not just telling us this plot to the Wizard of Oz?
And I don't think so.
Okay, good enough. Well, good luck getting your money back from the Wizard there, buddy. They are
Thank you.
well known in their fairness and returning what is rightfully yours. So I'm sure you'll be fine. Okay. Well, with that being said, let's take a look at this week's card, shall we? Let's just jump right in. We're going to get going with the Thursday night game. And of course, last Thursday, we had that barn burner between the Colts and the Denver Broncos where they combined for 0 touchdowns. And the NFL said, well, I'm sure Roger Goodell was sitting there going, well, that's finally we got that out of the way. Can't possibly be worse. Then the NFL schedulers said, hold my beer. And they brought you the Commanders and the Bears. Ooh. Yeehaw. Right now, as it stands, Commanders. And a quick reminder to everybody, we record this show on Tuesday. So these lines may not be final, may not be the ones that you play up till game time. So do keep that in mind. We give you the most up-to-date numbers as we have them here on Tuesday afternoon. And this line currently finds the Commanders as 1-point favorites over the Bears. The total is 40. You know, this is just an ugly Bears team. Washington's better on both sides of the ball. The Commanders play decent defense, especially against the run. They're 10th in yards per carry. Bears running backs absolutely no-showed against Minnesota, carrying 16 times for 31 yards. Commanders are going to stone the run and dare Justin Fields to beat them. Spoiler alert, he's not going to be able to do it. It's going to be an ugly affair. But you know what? It's the only pro game on Thursday night, so I'm going to be playing it. Give me the Commanders, -1.
Steehn, I'm right there with you. Can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm putting all my trust in Carson Wentz and the Commanders, as I like them -1 as well. He got this close to getting the job done against the Titans this last week, but as long as he can avoid throwing those interceptions late in the game, I think they'll be solid, and they'll pull out with the win on this one. So I'm taking the Commanders -1.
This one, I'm not sure if I'm going to actually end up playing it right now, but right now I'm actually leaning on the Bears. I don't know if you guys saw how Ron Rivera just completely threw Carson Wentz under the bus earlier. They asked him, what separates you guys from the rest of the teams in the division? And he said it's the quarterback play. So I think we're either going to see Carson Wentz either maybe respond or just completely be a disaster. But the Bears, even though they don't look like a good football team, there's really no shame in the losses that they had to the Packers, Giants, and Vikings. Both of their wins have been at home. They actually showed me something against the Vikings. It looked like they were going to get blown out. They came warring back, even though they couldn't score. I'm not so sure I want to put my money on the Bears, but as of right now, I'm leaning towards the Bears. And as far as even with the total on this, I'm not too sure. This kind of has a weird feeling to me. Everyone's just kind of blindly going unders on these Thursday night football games, but I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if this one maybe sneaks over the total too, but I'm leaning on the Bears early.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm going to watch playoff baseball instead. If I had to choose, I'm going with Mason and Steehn with the Commanders.
Okay. Well,
because as David said, they don't look like a good football team. Easier said than done. But,
okay. You didn't hear the other part of that. You just heard they don't look like a good football team. Oh, okay, cool.
There we go.
No, they really don't. All right. So that's a 3-1 on the Commanders right there. It's really 2.5-1 as Rocky will be watching the Mariners play football. All right, moving on. It's the Buccaneers -9 against the Steelers. 43.5 is the number. Here's another one of those teams, and David, I'm going to be saying this all day long. The Steelers, they don't look like a good football team, and there's a reason for that. They're not. They are 30th in scoring offense. They are 26th in scoring defense. Najee Harris, we expected big things out of him this season, and they have not materialized yet. They've been unable to get the running game going with that offensive line in shambles. He's averaged just 3.2 yards per carry. I think this is going to be early and often for Tom Terrific and the Buccaneers. We just saw the Steelers absolutely crap the bed against the Buffalo Bills. I think we're going to see more of the same here. It's a big number, and I don't care. Give me the Bucks -9.
Steehn, I like where your head is at, as I also have the Bucks -9. They're getting their wide receivers back, and they were slinging the rock all over the field against Atlanta this last week. Got a little stagnant in the second half, but see Mike Evans and Godwin having a huge game in this one against the Steelers secondary. And I just don't trust Kenny Pickett right now as a rookie quarterback. He's going to make a few mistakes against this Bucs secondary, and Tampa's going to run away with this one. I'm taking them -9.
I can't say that I love this play. I don't love this line.
Oh, he's going to do it. He's going to do
But
it.
I'm going to go right now and say the Steelers
There
plus
it is.
1.5. Just even from what we saw last week, something about this Tampa Bay team. I mean, it looked like they were going to beat Atlanta by 35 points, and then it really ends up coming down to them getting lucky on a roughing the passer penalty, or they might have lost that game. Tampa Bay right now, they could blow them out, but they just don't seem like they really want to step on people's throats. And Pittsburgh is still a professional football team. At least they're still in the NFL. After getting embarrassed so bad last week, to just at least keep this within 8 points at home, I think that the Steelers are going to come out and show us something. At least at the plus 8.5, I'm going to go ahead and lean on the Steelers for now.
All right, so you've got an 8.5 somewhere. Very good. Dave's making some contrarian plays, and that's often the way to go in the NFL. We'll see how it works out. Rocky, who you got?
You know what drives me crazy
Vending
is
machines
that
eat your money?
yes, vending machines that eat my money, but also the fact that the NFL has no accountability for bad calls because they have a bad call that is so bad. Think about the Rams Saints pass interference from a couple years ago. They get more eyes and more views on their product for having bad calls. So why would they ever fix it? You know?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm mad. I was mad.
Do you have a pick?
Oh yeah, I'm going with David. I like the Steelers.
Okay, good enough. Solid logic as usual. Hey, how about some Bengals and Saints? There's your Super Bowl preview. It's the Bengals -2 on the road. Saints at home, of course, 43.5 is the number. You know, I never thought I'd say this, but the Cincinnati defense is actually outplaying the offense so far. Have they been good? No, the offense has just been that bad. The good news is they have done a better job in their protection schemes of taking care of Burrow, giving up just 5 sacks in the last 3 games after giving up 13 in the first 2. Saints pass rush has not been there yet. They are middle of the pack in sacks. I think if Burrow has time, he'll be able to get after this Saints defense. I think this is going to be kind of a grinded out affair, but I do like the Bengals -2.
Steehn, are you sure you didn't look at my card before we started this video?
Cribbing his notes, man. Cribbing his notes.
I also like the Bengals -2. I think Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are slowly finding their groove. Like you said, that Bengals defense is impressive. And the Saints, they looked okay this last week. They gave up a ton of points. Like you said, they're not putting pressure on the quarterback right now, and I think that's Burrow's biggest problem. And if he can stay clean, I see him picking apart this defense and putting up a lot of points. So I'm taking them -2.
All right.
Yeah, this line kind of concerns me because it almost looks too easy. I'm going to dive into this one a little bit more. But as of right now, I've got to go and agree with you guys with taking the Bengals. The Bengals playing good defense. They're really starting to come around, protect Burrow better. And the Saints, the way that their defense has looked these last couple weeks, I've got to go with the Bengals here. It almost seems like the Bengals should be a little bit of a larger favorite, but New Orleans is also a tough place to play. But I'm not going to overthink it too much. I'm going to go with the Bengals.
Even though Taysom Hill played last week like he drank coffee for the first time, I still am going with the Bengals. I like all of you guys' things. Once again, Jameis Winston. He wronged me by week 2. I'm done with the Saints. I've had it with them.
Okay. You know, I wonder if the film session when you play the Saints lasts about 30 seconds where you just show Taysom Hill, you know, stop this guy. Stop this guy. When he comes in, he's going to run. Watch the run. Because what does that work for like 5 or 6 years now where they bring Taysom in and they just don't seem able to stop him. I don't understand it, but there it is. Stop Taysom Hill. You stop.
It's wild. It's like it's like you're playing for a halfback pass.
Yeah. Yes.
Like,
exactly.
Yeah, they'll do it every so often,
Maybe,
but like,
this'll be
why are you not playing the run?
The 1 out of 10 times he throws the ball. Oh, nope. There's another 30-yard run. Damn it.
He's really showing what maybe Tim Tebow could have been if somebody would have knew how to use him back then. A little bit before his time.
Absolutely right. All right, we've got one more game before our first break. It's going to be the Jaguars at the Indianapolis Colts. Colts -2. Total is 42. I'm playing the under here, guys. I don't want any part of this side. Both of these teams, believe it or not, have top 10 scoring defenses. Indianapolis, if you're thinking to yourself, it doesn't seem like that offense has been very good. Yeah, there's a reason. They're dead last in the NFL in scoring. Matt Ryan, well, at this point in his career, he's got about one good drive per game in him. We saw it against the Chiefs. We saw it against the Broncos. Will we see one good drive? Yeah, maybe. But I don't think it's going to get anywhere near that total of 42. Jaguars, they don't have the offense. They don't have the high-powered offense. They're more of a grinded out. They're not going to hit home runs. They're not going to put 17 points on the board in 3 minutes. I think this one is going to be an ugly affair. I like it to stay under the total of 42.
I like that pick, Steehn. I'm actually going to go with the Jaguars money line. Now they're at the +2, but I see them putting some pressure on Matt Ryan, forcing a few bad throws by him. I just really don't like the way he looks in the pocket. He's not moving quick. He's not making big plays. And like you said, he gets one drive a game, and I just don't see him putting that one together in this one. So I see the Jags looking solid in this one. Trevor Lawrence is going to be able to sling the rock against him and get the job done. So I'm taking the Jags money line.
Yeah, this one is a little tough because these teams just played a few weeks ago, and Jacksonville won 24-0. Of course, that game was in Jacksonville, and Jacksonville has also covered the spread the last 6 times they played the Colts. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and take the Colts to get it done. I think that streak is going to come to an end. Not, loving right now on the Tuesday that it's going to come to an end. But right now, that is the way that I'm leaning. I think that the Colts defense is going to find a way to get it done in a close, tough, ugly game. I was loving the Jaguars for a while, but after that tough loss to Philadelphia and then after what they showed against Houston, this is going to be a tough bounce back spot for them to go beat a team that they just beat by 24. I think the Colts are going to have more motivation for revenge. And like I said, again, not to ramble, they have not covered the last 6 times against Jacksonville. I think the Colts are going to come and play one of their better games and get the job done.
As long as you say not to ramble right before you ramble, we'll allow it. Rocky!
I like Mason's pick here. I'm going with the Jaguars money line. Matt Ryan plays a quarterback like he's auditioning to be a skeleton in Jason and the Argonauts. He's gonna turn to dust without Jonathan Taylor, now without maybe Nyheim Hines. He's playing a top 10 defense. He's going to get absolutely destroyed by the Jaguars.
All right, very solid. Way to take a strong position. I like it. All right, guys, that's it for our first segment. We're going to take a quick break. First, I want to remind you, if you want to get yourself some of my premium picks, I have been hot here lately. Last couple days, not so much. Before that, we did well, and we went 9-6-1 on all of our NFL picks last week on the show. So I am getting the NFL figured out. If you want to get down on my premium plays this week, make sure that you include that code Vegas Foré, Vegas F-O-R-E, and you'll get yourself 50% off of my picks. You guys stay tuned. We got 1 down, 3 to go. We'll be right back after these valuable messages.
And that's going to do it from Denver once again. The final score, Colts 12, Broncos 9.
I can't take it anymore! No! Why won't they just score? It's not that hard!
Rocky, you with us, man?
Yeah, I'm here. Where am I? Am I in the hospital?
No, man, you're still here in your house.
How long was I out? Who's president? Is it Greg Stilson?
What? No, dude, you were literally out for like 30 seconds. Come on, let's get you up.
It's first down at the Seahawks 18. Russ drops back to pass, but there's pressure. So much pressure. He finally throws. Incomplete. There's a penalty on second down, then a run for 5. Now it's 3rd and 10. It's complete. but only picked up 4 yards. Why?
What the hell was that? It's okay, Rocky. I got you.
It's 1st and goal at the 9. Short pass to Judy. He's got room, but he's dancing. Stop dancing and run. Now they're at the 6, but there's a delay of game. What are they waiting for? Snap the ball, but they got it down to the 1. 4th and goal, he's in. No, wait. It's a fumble, but wait. They stopped them, and not they back there. It's 3rd and goal at the 1. Oh my God, they fumbled again.
What the hell is wrong with him? Don't you see? He hit his head or something. Now he's stuck in the red zone. Is that supposed to be Christopher Walken? Right, here. Try it again.
And they threw 3 passes, but they couldn't get their 2nd foot down. They couldn't get it down. And they threw it down to the 1, but then they threw 2 incomplete passes. Why are you still passing down there? Why?
Oh, God, that's a really bad Christopher Walken impression.
I'd like to see you try.
I mean, I probably could. You know, I feel like anybody could. You sound like Crocker from the Fairly Odd Parents. I don't know, dude. I just feel like if you can't do the Christopher Walken, you shouldn't have this power.
That's fair.
Sorry about this.
Oh. Alright, well, let's see if it worked.
It's 4th and 1. Up by 2 with a minute left. All he has to do is punt the ball deep and make them go down the field with no timeouts. Less than a minute. But he's gonna go for it. And it's complete. Oh my God, he's a moron.
Now what?
Don't you see? Now he's in the Staley zone.
All right, that's it. I'm out of here. You want to grab a pizza?
Yeah.
Can I come?
All right, everybody, welcome back. We've got segment number 2 on deck, and let's just dive right in. It's the Patriots headed to take on the Cleveland Browns. Right there in Cleveland, Browns 3-point home favorites, 42.5 is the number. You know, you look for this Browns defense to be dominating, and that just has not been the case yet, especially against the run. I look for a heavy dose of Ramondre Stevenson to take the pressure off the young rookie Bailey Zappi, the pride of Western Kentucky. I did that last week too. Western Kentucky, WKU. Go Hilltoppers. Rock, you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a
It's kind of cool. It looks like it's rubber.
Okay. I thought you might have a question.
Oh, sorry.
I guess the question is, why do you have a rubber pencil?
Well, it's not. It looks like it's rubber if you do this.
There. Okay. There you go. So if you're looking for picks, if you're looking for tricks, we are the show for you. As far as this game goes, David, I'm sorry. I really wanted to see the Browns here. This Patriots team just figures out a way to get it done. They devised a very good game plan for Zappi. I believe he was 14 for 17, 16 for 19. Had a very good day. Didn't ask a lot of him, but his I think his yards per attempt were somewhere in the 9 range, so he's doing just fine throwing the ball down the field. The Browns, I just don't think they can get off the field on defense. The Patriots will have just enough. Give me the Patriots. I'll take the 3 points.
I like that pick, Steehn. I was actually going to roll with the over in this game. I, like you said, don't really trust the Browns defense right now. I think Stevenson and Zappi are going to be able to put up points, but I also see Cleveland putting up some points as well. I've been extremely impressed by Brissett and Amari Cooper as they're moving the ball through the air. And then we all know Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt are a scary duo in the backfield. So I see them putting points up as well. As I like the over in this game.
All right.
You don't have to apologize to me, Steehn. And I would almost say, like, I know sometimes people get into what the public's on, what sharp bettors are on, whatever handicappers. I will say this. We never know what's going to happen, but I would not trust anyone who takes the Browns -3 in this game. It's one thing if they're a dog. The Patriots can run the football well. Last week, the Browns got lit up for 7 yards of carry by one of the worst rushing teams in the NFL. Up to that point, Browns on paper, very good roster, one of the better rosters in the NFL, but collectively they've just been losers. It's whether it's the defense, whether it's the quarterback one moment, whether it's defensive coordinator, whether it's the coaching staff, they always find a way to lose, and they do less with more, and they're going against a great coach and a franchise that does more with less. Even if the Browns get the win, to win by 4 or more, no way. Patriots, no doubt.
I like that.
You know what
They do less with more. That's beautiful. Rock.
You know what it is, David? It's called justice. The Browns went from America's darling last year. Everyone was rooting for them to the, what is the word? Enemy number one. Nobody likes the Browns this year. No one likes Deshaun Watson. And you know what? I think it's just the world telling the Browns and telling the rest of the NFL, don't have people like that on your team. Don't trade for them and sign them a guaranteed. Exactly. You got to have this team go out and lose a little bit so that when he comes in and does well, then they did too bad in the first 11 games to catch up.
What's worse than paying him $240 million to play football? Paying him
$240 million guaranteed.
I was going to say not to play football because he hasn't taken the field yet. Yeah, guaranteed. Brutal. All right, very good. Jets, Jets. It's a battle of the team greens as the Jets travel to Lambeau Field. Take on the Packers. Packers 7-point favorites. 46 is your number right here. Don't look now. The Jets are 3-2, and they're mainly getting it done on the defensive side of the ball. 7th in the league in rushing yards per carry. As far as their defense goes, and I think if they can stone Aaron Jones here and keep him under control, make Rodgers beat him, well, that sounds easy. Rodgers is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, right? Well, he hasn't thrown for 250 yards in a game yet this season. The Jets, they've been winning, and when they don't, they've been trying to keep it annoyingly close. I think they do it here again. I'll take gangrene over the green and gold plus the 7 points.
I like that pick, Steehn. I'm going to be rolling with the under in this game. As like you said, the Jets defense has been surprisingly good. And if they can stop Aaron Jones, I really see Aaron Rodgers continuing to struggle as his wide receivers just aren't impressing me yet. Allen Lazard looked okay last week, but he's still not a true wide receiver one. And Zach Wilson's still shown some issues at different times as I know he's made a few big plays, but I still see him throwing a few picks in this game, turning the ball over, and it's going to be a defensive battle. So I'm going to take the under in this one.
I like the under as well, Mason, which I think is interesting because I noticed that this got bet up from 44 to 46, but I still like the under. And on the side, I do like the Jets. I think that this line is too big. It's more of a perception thing as far as the Packers should be much better than the Jets, and they're coming off of that loss. You think that they're going to get revenge, but no, I mean, the Packers have not covered the spread in 5 of their last 7 games, and the Jets, I mean, they've actually covered in 5 out of their last 7 against winning teams and in 4 of their last 5 road games. And I like the way the Jets are playing defense. They have some really good young players in that secondary. They're playing well. I don't think that the Packers are going to beat them by more than a touchdown. I'll take the Jets.
Back-to-back New York teams, back-to-back losses. I like David's pick. I'm going with the Jets also. Even if they don't win, but I still think they're going to win. The Packers are not good.
Not good.
I think that's what I think the loss against the Giants proved that not only are the Giants better than we expected, the Packers are worse than we expected.
All right, very good. And moving on, speaking of the Giants, the Ravens come to town to the Meadowlands to take on the G-Men. Ravens 4.5-point road favorites. 44 is the number. You know, this has been a great story. National Football Conference East has been very, very good this season with the Eagles at 5-0, Cowboys at 4-1, and the Giants at 4-1. But now they start playing a little tougher teams, and it starts with the Baltimore Ravens. The Giants, unfortunately, they have a big problem when they play the Baltimore Ravens. They don't have a great rush defense. They're 27th in the NFL, giving up 5 yards per carry. That is not a great look when you're taking on a Baltimore team that is second in the league in yards per carry at 5.4. Giants did a nice job in the second half last week against the Packers. I don't think lightning strikes twice. Give me the Ravens to cover that number on the road.
Yep, Steehn, I agree with you 100%. I like the Ravens minus 4.5 as well. I think a lot of people are going to be jumping on the Giants this week after that win against the Packers, and I just don't think that they're the better team in this game. And like you said, their schedule's not been the toughest so far, and the Ravens are a legit team that they're going to have to go up against, as I see Lamar having a big one in this one, and Mark Andrews as well, as he's been a beast this season. And they're going to continue to move the ball down the field, and I think they're easily going to cover this spread against the Giants.
I'm going to go ahead and back the Giants on this. They seem to be finding ways to get it done. I can't believe that they're 4-1. The way that the Ravens, I know that they had a decent showing against the Bengals, but I'm still not sold on this Baltimore defense to get to the point where I'll give them more than 5 points on the road. I do think that the Giants are going to get up for this game. Hard to trust Daniel Jones against Lamar Jackson, but getting the points, I'm going to take the home dog here.
I'm going to side with Steehn and Mason. I'm going with the Ravens as well. Lamar Jackson seems like a cool guy.
Okay, solid. I never know when you're gonna. You're kind of mixing it up, Rock. Sometimes you're laying out a really good case, and then sometimes you're like, I like blue. So,
well, sometimes you can't look too hard. It's like March Madness. If you think too hard about March Madness, you do bad.
I'm guessing you run that philosophy in a lot of areas of your life, don't you?
Yeah, that's why I always choose which mascot would win in a fight in March Madness.
Okay, very good.
One thing I will say, though, Mason, you brought up a good point with this. Even though I'm on the Giants, this does seem like it could be one of those games where it looks like the Ravens are getting a few too many points, and then they just completely blast them. So we'll see.
Exactly.
We'll see.
All right, very good. And we'll close out this segment with the Vikings heading down to South Beach, take on the Dolphins. Ooh, Ito Cubano for me. Vikings 3-point road favorites. 45.5 is the number. Well, you know what? I liked this Dolphins team back when they, had a quarterback. That was good. Tua's not going to go. Teddy is currently in concussion protocol. We don't know. Again, this is Tuesday, so make sure you check the injury report. It looks like it's probably going to be Skylar Thompson, but we'll see how it goes throughout the week. Either way, I don't really trust either one of these quarterbacks, and I am worried about this Miami defense that wasn't very good against the run against Breece Hall and the Jets, as the Jets ran them out of their own building. Or was that a road game? No, that was in New York, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, my bad. They ran them out. Whatever building they were in, they ran them out of it. I got the Vikings minus the 3 here. Kirk Cousins, 1:00 in the afternoon Central Time or Eastern Time. He should be fine. Not many cameras. He'll be cool.
Exactly, Steed. I also like the Vikings minus 3. I was impressed by their offense at the start of the game this last week, as they were getting Jefferson involved, but they were also running the ball as well, which I think opens up a ton of different plays for these guys. Like you said, Dolphins are dealing with a ton of injuries right now, and it's hard to get the ball to Hill and Waddle when you don't have your starter or your backup quarterback in the game. So I'm rolling with the Vikings minus 3.
Oh, this is a tough one because it's tough to back Miami with their top 2 quarterbacks going out. So I'm going to kind of have to go with the Vikings by default, but they really have been underachieving. I mean, they've dropped their last 4 games against the spread, and I really was not impressed against that Bears team last week. I mean, the way the Vikings got up and they let the Bears come back and they barely got by them. It makes me think that Miami has a chance in this game, even with their third string quarterback, as the Vikings haven't been good against the spread. They haven't been good on the road. It's probably going to be a stay away from me, but I'm going to go with the Vikings just because I just can't back Miami right now with the third string quarterback, but it almost looks too easy.
I agree with all of you. I think it's too hard for Jay Cutler to come in and put together a good game plan. Give it another week or so, I would maybe take the the Dolphins with this, but got to go with the Vikings there.
Did you say Jay Cutler?
Yeah.
What's Jay Cutler doing?
He's coming out of retirement to play for the Dolphins.
Is he really?
I didn't know that, Rocky. If Jay Cutler's coming out, then I'm on the Dolphins.
Is that really true? Is that really?
Let me just check this article I was reading.
Okay.
Yeah, it says he's coming back. Oh. This is from like 4 years ago.
I know you got an old phone. I didn't know it had old messages on it.
Yeah, that's my bad. Sorry for not checking my sources.
No problem.
And guys, if you are looking for my premium picks, the last few weeks have been solid. Since October 1st, I'm actually 18-6-1 with my premium side of things. Killing it, doing well. And if you guys are looking to look at my premium picks and all the other handicappers picks, don't forget to use that promo code at the end of checkout. You can that promo code is Vegas Foré, F-O-R-E. All you need to take off 50%.
You know what? We're gonna take a break. I got to figure out where I should get some sources because I've just been reading a GQ magazine and they don't have anything about football in there. So give me a minute. I'm going to find something.
Hi, I'm Dan Campbell, and when I'm hungry, I eat Campbell's soup. And when you eat Campbell's soup like Lions head coach Dan Campbell, then you don't need a can opener. Ah! Ah!
I'm just gonna get a protein shake.
Bro, not even one.
No judging. You can't judge. That's a rule of global fitness. No judging. Bad. You can't use the hair dryers in the locker room for 1 week. That's your punishment. No judging.
Hi, welcome back. Once again, I'm Rocky Foré. You're watching Once Upon a Time in Las Vegas. You could win a $100 gift card if you just comment on the video. We'll be doing a drawing next Thursday live, and whoever comments on the video, we'll put you into a drawing, and you can win some money. Comment below. Say who owes you money this week. Tell us who owes you money.
Oh, I like that.
Anyways.
I like that. Who owes you money? Very good.
Who owes you money?
And we'll find out who's gonna... Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna tell you to introduce the next game, but if you got more to say, go for it.
I was just gonna introduce the next game.
Perfect. We're on the same page. We're getting this thing. We're figuring this stuff out.
That's what hours of rehearsal will do for you right there. Right there. Okay, very good. Hey, how about some 49ers traveling to Atlanta to take on the Falcons? 49ers 5.5-point road favorites. 43.5 is the total. I've got to look at something here. Yeah, I've taken the road team in every game so far. That should work out well. I'm not stopping now, for God's sakes. I've cut 49ers minus 5.5. Atlanta 5-0 against the number. Yeah, I'm going to fly right into the face of that because that's a great story and it stops today. San Francisco, they are outstanding on both sides of the football. They are first in yards per carry as far as their defense goes, and they are third in yards per attempt allowed as far as their pass defense goes. That, my friends, is a real deal defense right there. I don't think the Falcons get to 17, and 17 ain't going to be enough to get the cover. Give me the 49ers, what I think is one of the top 3 teams in football right now. Sorry, Philly fans. I'll take the Niners minus 5.5.
Steehn, I agree with you. I like the Niners minus 5.5 as well. I think Jimmy G looks like he's getting more and more comfortable in this offense each week that he's on the field. And like you said, the Atlanta Falcons have covered the spread in every game this season. I think a lot of people are starting to notice that, which is exactly why I'm going to fade it and take the 49ers minus 5.5.
Well, I've got to go with the Falcons on this one, and I'm sure that now they'll burn me because they do owe me money. But after fading them last week, I'm going to have to take them here. The 49ers, as good as they look, I mean, they did have that big Monday night win. Then they're coming off of a road win on that shorter week against the Panthers, where they looked very good, even though it was the Panthers. Now, this is a tough spot going on the road again against Atlanta. Atlanta just seems to find ways to cover. They haven't been making mistakes. And the 49ers have had a lot of injuries, key injuries on the defense. They're banged up, and they've been playing through it. I think it's going to catch up to them this week. Not saying that the 49ers are going to lose, but I think Atlanta could keep this game within 3 or 4 points and cover. So I'm taking the Falcons.
I'm with David. David, what did you say at the beginning when you were saying Atlanta owes you money?
Atlanta owes
the
me money.
Falcons.
Yes.
The Falcons always find ways to cover.
Okay.
And you know what? That sounds like sound logic to me. Why go against them now when they're playing a beat-up 49ers team? I like everything David said.
All right, fair enough. That should have been a letdown spot for the 49ers last week, playing on a short week, traveling east, and they absolutely manhandled Carolina. So, yeah, I don't.
But Carolina's different than
You're right. Carolina probably the worst team in football right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Raiders are 1-4 also, but I think this Raiders team is a lot better than that Carolina team. Raiders have been close. All right, very good. Speaking of the Panthers, yep, still dreadful. Changed their coach, still dreadful. They're traveling to L.A. to take on the Rams. Rams 11-point favorites. 41 is the number. Oh, man. Okay, so two of the most disappointing teams as far as the season goes. The Rams disappointing against the number. But the Carolina Panthers have a small problem. They have what I call the Skylar Thompson problem because they're running their third-string quarterback as well. It's going to be P.J. Walker. This is the one that all the Carolina Panthers fans have been screaming for, including Rocky. So
MVPJ.
I know that I know everybody's happy about seeing P.J. Walker. I doubt you'll be so happy after the game. The Rams, they're terrible right now, not covering the number, not playing good football. But as we say, in the land of the barefoot, the man with one sandal is king. And I think the Rams are wearing that one flip-flop here. I've got them to cover the 11. Give me my first home team to cover the number.
Steehn, this is our first disagreement today, finally, as I think I'm going to take the Panthers plus 11 as they just fired Matt Rule. I think it's going to be a fresh breath of air for this team as he's been dragging them down, and 11 points is a ton, and I just can't trust the Rams right now. They didn't look good this last week, and that offensive line continues to struggle as Panthers are going to make just enough plays to cover this spread. So I'm taking them plus 11.
Yeah, I hate this one. I
do too. I do too. Laying double digits with the Rams, and after we just roasted the Rams for the entire show. Yeah, I agree, Dave.
On one side, the Panthers have looked like a good play for several weeks. Well, not necessarily to me, but for some people, they've looked like they couldn't be that bad. It could be a letdown spot, and they keep letting you down and letting you down. And the other side with the Rams, you feel like they still have chances to make the playoffs, and this should be the potential for them to rise up. But I just can't lay the 10.5. I want to, but I'm gonna have to go with the Panthers. I'm gonna think that they rise up for with their coach being gone, and maybe these guys just hated Baker Mayfield and they're gonna play better now and keep this game within 10.5. So I'm gonna take the Panthers to cover. The Rams, I just don't really think that they're gonna really put their foot on their throat. I can see the Rams getting up in this game by 20 points and still not covering. So I'm going to reluctantly go with the Panthers.
The rule of Matt is over. Carolina hasn't been this happy since the Battle of Bentonville. And every single time MVPJ Walker comes out, he has struggled, but I think this is going to be the time when he finally figures it out. The Rams can't do anything right. So I like Mason and David's picks. I'm going with them. I'm taking the Panthers.
MVPJ Walker. Very nice. That's going to be a thing.
I was a big fan of the Houston Roughnecks for about 3 weeks, the entire time the XFL lasted.
All right, very good. All right, we'll finish up this segment with a battle there in the NFC West. It's the Cardinals traveling to the Great Northwest to take on the Seahawks. 51 is the number. Cardinals are a 3-point road favorite. Seahawks, I got bad news. No Rashard Penny. He's out for the rest of the season with a broken fibula. The Seahawks defense that has not been good started off well, gave up almost nothing to Denver, and then we learned that Denver has almost nothing as far as offense goes. The 4 games that follows against teams that weren't Denver, they've given up 34.5 points per game. That's not good. This is the Cardinals team that can put some points on the board. Give me the Cardinals minus the 3.
I like that pick, Steehn. I know this totals number is pretty high at 51, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the over 51 as, like you said, the Seahawks defense, they struggled last week against the Saints. They're giving up a bunch of points, and they're struggling to stop anybody right now. So I think that Kyler Murray's going to be looking to come out, sling the rock, run all over them, create some big plays, and score some points as well. But this Cardinals defense, they don't really impress me either, as Geno Smith, I can't believe I'm saying this, has actually looked pretty decent throwing the ball, as I see him finding Metcalf and Lockett multiple times in this game without Penny and scoring a bunch of points. So I'm taking the over 51.
I agree with you with the over there, Mason. I mean, yeah, it's hard to not like that, the way that the Seahawks have been putting up points, and also they have the worst overall defense in the NFL right now when it comes to total yardage. So I'm going to go with the over there, and also I'm going to lean on the Cardinals to get it done. Arizona is one of those teams that I like to back on the road more so, not so much at home. I do think that they're going to be able to make more plays, just Kyler Murray against that terrible, terrible defense on the other side. So over in the Cardinals for me.
Yeah, Taysom Hill ran over that defense, so you think Kyler Murray might have a shot as well. Rocky, what do you got here?
I disagree with all of you. I'm fading the shirt on my own back, and I'm going with the Seahawks with the over also. I guess I agree with you there. Because they score points, and the Cardinals, you've been saying they score points, but I haven't really seen it from them. Cardinals have struggled. How many times are we going to say Cliff Kingsbury's air raid offense is going to work this year? I think this will be the last year we say it.
All right, fair enough. And 3 down, 1 to go. We've got one more block left. And if you ever wondered how Rocky spends some of his free time, well, stay tuned and take a look. And we'll be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Trevor Lawrence. Can I buy you a drink? No, I'm good. Thank you anyway, Tyler. Trevor Lawrence. Do you know who I am? Are you saying annoying guy at the bar is the wrong answer? I'm Trevor Lawrence, national champion at Clemson, first overall pick in the 2021 NFL draft. Nope, not ringing a bell. Oh, look, my friends are here. Well, nice chatting with you, Taylor. Good luck in your little sports ball game. Trevor Lawrence!
Sir, anything else I can get you?
No, Zachary, I think that will do it. Wow, $1,200? And can you tell me which one of these fine people paid for it so I can thank them?
Excuse me?
Oh, was this on the house? Please thank your manager for me.
Okay, I don't really understand. This is your bill, and no one has paid yet.
But I'm Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, pleasure to meet you, Mr. Lawrence, but I'll give you a minute to settle the bill, and I'll be right back, okay?
Full moon? I can drive.
Go for Balky. Hello, Commissioner. How are you? Uh-huh. Well, I'm sure signing those footballs takes a lot of time. No, I haven't seen him since Sunday's game. What? Unwanted sexual advances? $1,200 theft? Hit and run and a DUI? Oh, yeah. Believe me, Commissioner, we will take care of it. Yes, sir. Sorry about that wrist. Maybe try soaking it in hot water. Joe, Trent Baalke here. Look, are the Jets still looking for a quarterback?
Oh, how nice it is to own so much. And now a weekly football broadcast. And what a fun game it is.
Mr. Bezos?
Shut up, Sheila! I'm watching Russell Wilson put on a masterclass here.
Yeah, that's just the thing. Everyone is trashing this game on Twitter.
It's just one game anyway. People of simple minds can't even look ahead 1 week. I'll get them back next week when it's the Commanders versus the Bears? Oh no, I gotta call someone.
Jeff, what do you want?
Roger, you promised me this football thing was a good business decision, but everyone just hates it.
No, I'm sorry, Jeff. I can't make bad teams good or good teams bad. That's not my job. I just roll the dice and figure out how long to suspend people for.
Can't you do anything right now?
No, Jeff, I'm busy. I'm signing footballs. No one understands how much work I do!
Hello, Mr. Wilson.
Hello, sir.
Russ, you gotta do something. Everyone is trashing your play and calling this game boring. I need entertainment. I need pizzazz.
Absolutely, sir. I shall work hard as a team. I will make plays to advance the football.
Russ, are you okay?
Systems are uncalibrated, 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 uncalibrated.
Okay, Russ, that's enough. Go back to playing. Thank you.
Broncos country.
Don't.
Let's ride.
Hello.
Hey, Brad Rogers.
Oh, hi, Mr. Bezos. Yeah, I'm a little busy right now.
I know. You're reffing the Thursday Night Football game brought to you by Amazon right now.
Yeah, so I better go.
Wait, Brad, this game is getting absolutely destroyed by everyone on the internet. I need something to spark a little life into it.
Well, sir, I can't make the teams play any better.
Well, think of something. Let them start on the goal line after a touchback. I don't know, throw the ball for Russell Wilson yourself. Or run into a player or something. You can't call a flag on yourself.
Yeah, okay. Let me see what I can do.
Well, you better. I own you, Brad. I own you. I own everything. Everything the sun touches is mine.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Once Upon a Time in Las Vegas, the rise of the greatest sports betting show in the world. I'm Scott Steehn, the Steamroller. I'm joined by Rocky Foré, of course, as always. And then we've got Mason Folz and David Delano, two of the great young handicappers from over there at Winners and Winers. We've got 11 down and 3 to go, so let's get right to it. This is the marquee matchup of the weekend. This is the rematch that everybody has been waiting for. It is the Buffalo Bills traveling to Gee-Haw. And by the way, you all have my permission to say G-H-A and yell Gee-Haw. It's Gee-Haw Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Bills coming in as a 2-point road favorite. And let me see, that has now gone up to 3. I wanted to check that because those are the numbers that I have were pre-game last night. So it's the Bills now -3. Chiefs, for the first time in Patrick Mahomes' young career, are a home underdog. You know, I still think these teams are the best 2 teams in the AFC. I think the offenses are close, but the Bills, I don't think there's any question that they have the better defense. And this is one of those games that Bills Mafia and the Buffalo Bills team has had circled since last year. The Chiefs, they often lay eggs in the regular season against teams that are motivated like that. Opponents have revenge on their mind. I think Buffalo is going to be way up for this. I think we saw last night that the Chiefs are good. I don't think they're Buffalo good. For the, whatever this is, the 10th time today, give me the road team. I'll take Buffalo to cover the 3.
Yep, Steen, I agree with you. I just can't not back Josh Allen right now. He looked like a beast against that crappy Steelers secondary last week. And the secondary for the Chiefs, they worried me, gave me a few worries last night as Derek Carr and Devontae Adams continued to throw the ball deep. And like you said, this game kind of reminds me of that Monday night game between the Chiefs and the Buccaneers where Kansas City came in all gung-ho. They wanted revenge, and it's exactly what happened. I see the Bills having that same motivation and getting the job done in this one. So I'm taking them -3, I believe it is now.
I'm not going to overthink this one, and I'm going to go with the over, as this is going to now be the 4th time these teams have played each other since 2021. Last 3 matchups have all gone over the total, and the totals have been high. We've even had totals of 54 or higher in each game, and they've all gone over the total. Bills #1 offense in the NFL right now overall. Chiefs #4 passing offense. How could you not expect points? I know you could say they could lock in defensively for the matchup, but they played in the playoffs last year and had a shootout. I'm going over the total.
Yeah, I think that's a solid play. And you mentioned, Mason, Chiefs definitely have some problems on defense. They've got their #1 quarter, young rookie Trent McDuffie, looked very good. He's been out. And perhaps more importantly is Willie Gay will be serving the 4th game of his suspension, and that is a huge loss. As Darius Harris, although he did get a sack last night, he still is not great subbing there for Willie Gay at the inside linebacker spot. Yeah, I think you're right. The Tampa Bay is going to put some points on the board. I mean that Buffalo's going to put some points on the board. I can't keep all these teams that are mad at the Chiefs straight in my mind. So, Rocky, what do you got?
I'm having a hard time. This is the primetime game, right?
No, it's the late afternoon window. It's America's
Well,
favorite game or whatever. It's the 3:25 game, 4:25.
Well, in that case, I'm agreeing with you guys. I'm taking the Bills with the over. If this was a primetime game, I would say the Chiefs at home.
Okay.
But I like the Bills.
All right. Very good. Very good. And that's a clean sweep for your Buffalo Bills, everybody. Let's talk about the only undefeated team in the NFL as they have a big matchup there. This is the primetime Sunday game. This is the Eagles and the Cowboys. Eagles, almost said the Kegels. The Eagles, -5, 42 is your number. This Cowboys defense has been outstanding so far. They have yet to give up 20 points to an opponent. That may change a little bit, but I don't think so. I think this is going to be a slog. Cowboys, they have got that offense designed for Cooper Rush. Will Dak be back? It's possible. Keep your eye on the injury report. I know Jerry Jones really wanted to get him on the field for the last game, and despite the fact he couldn't grip a football, that seems like a minor drawback. But they really want to get him out there. If he goes out there, I don't think he's going to be 100%. That's not going to lead to a lot of offensive success. Again, I think this is going to be a bit of a slog. I've got the under 42 here.
Yeah, I like that pick, Steehn. I'm going to be taking now. If Cooper Rush is starting, I will be taking the Cowboys +5 because I think their defense is legit, and they're going to put some pressure on Hurts, make him make some plays. He's going to make a few mistakes, and they're going to get the ball back to Rush, and that offense is moving. But if Dak starts, I'm actually going to take the Eagles minus the other way completely. Is I just don't. Their only loss has come with Dak Prescott on the field. I think it's going to bite him in the butt for not keeping Rush in the game. And like you said, he's not fully healthy, as that's not going to lead to very great offense either.
Let me ask you guys, just to get your crystal ball out for a minute. If Dak plays, what does this number go to from 5 to what, Mason?
Ooh. I'd say, I think it goes down to 2.5. Yeah, 2.5, 3.5.
Yep, I'm thinking it's going to be in the 3 range. I think he's worth 2 points. I'm not sure it goes through 3. What are you thinking, Dave? 2.5 or 3?
I was going to say 3.5.
Okay. All right. I think that's solid. Rock, where's this line go if Dak plays?
Goes to -10. Because he's 2 times the quarterback as Cooper Rush.
Okay, but there's just so much wrong with that. We'll talk off camera.
Every week on winnersandwhiners.com, I pick my top 3 picks in a 3-pack. It's been a grind, but I have profited in 4 out of 5 weeks on that 3-pack. Went 5-2 overall in the NFL this week. And then also I've hit my last 4 premium pick primetime games. I'm pretty sure that the side in this game is going to be one of my premium picks in a week where there's so much that I don't like. I do like the side in this a lot, so you can check out on winnersandwhiners.com if you want to see what I think on the side of this game. But I also do like the under. 2 outstanding defenses. The under is actually 10-1-1 in the Cowboys' last 12 games when they're following an against the spread win, and 10-1 have gone to the under in their last 11 road games. And whether Dak plays, then you're going to have to get him transitioned back into the offense. Cooper Rush plays, you're still going to see a little bit more of a conservative game plan. I think that this is going to be definitely think this is going to be a low scoring game, and I'm going with the under.
The Cowboys are 4-0 since I ranted about them on the show and absolutely destroyed them. So you know what? I'm changing my stance. I'm going with the Cowboys.
I thought you were maybe going to take a Buffalo stance. Taking the Cowboys plus the 5.
Taking the Cowboys plus the 5.
Bet it now. Bet it now, kids. Bet it before word gets out with Dak, because it ain't going to go much.
It's either going to be the opposite. I'm either going to the Cowboys are now going to do bad because I finally have decided that they are a good football team, or they're going to continue to be good, and I was wrong week 1, but I'm never wrong.
Okay, well, fair enough. That's an interesting thing, and we'll see how that works out. Okay, let's finish it up. My God, really? We have to watch Are you kidding me? Again with this team in prime time? It's the Broncos and the Chargers. AFC West pillow fight there from Los Angeles. Chargers are 5-point favorites. The number is 45 and a half in a Broncos game. I'm sorry. No, just no. No. Under 45 and a half. What do I have to say about this Broncos? They haven't scored a touchdown since John Elway was quarterback. My God, make it stop. Give me the Broncos Chargers under 45 and a half. I'm going to save you all the stats because they're just too embarrassing from Mason about this Broncos offense. So
Yeah,
I'm not even. You've been watching football. You know what they are. Take the under.
exactly. I agree with you 100%, Steehn. If you're thinking that the Broncos offense is going to snap their fingers and get better this week, you're crazy. As they've been making me scratch my eyes out. They're not a very good football team right now, and I see the Chargers running away with this game. I'm taking them -5. I see Herbert playing well. The Broncos have a ton of injuries on top of all of their other issues, and they're just not going to show up on this primetime game, as we will most likely embarrass ourselves in front of the country again. So I'm taking the Chargers -5.
Even though I don't love what I've seen from the Chargers so far, and it seems like they're getting a lot of points, I mean, the fact that the Broncos are having a hard time scoring points, I don't see why the Chargers can't cover this. I was big on Russell Wilson going to Denver this year, but I don't know. Something's not right. The connection with him and the coaching staff. I cannot back this Broncos team on the road right now. These two teams, they're familiar with each other, but a lot of times when they play each other, the games are not particularly close one way or the other. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Chargers to cover the number here.
Mason, this is my impersonation of you on Monday night.
What is that?
Or last Thursday, or
Is he just asleep?
He's just sad because the Chargers are going to destroy the Broncos. But they're also going to have the under, I think. I like what you guys are saying. And like I said, on Thursday during the drawing, anybody but the Broncos until they prove me otherwise.
All right.
The fact that the Broncos lost that game to the Colts was just ridiculous. That was...
Nope. Yep. As a Chiefs fan, I understand it. I think I tweeted out, "Welcome to the How the Hell Did That Happen Club."
You did.
As you look at that, how did we lose to that team? How is that even possible? Yep, there it was.
That interception thrown at it just so many things that just didn't make sense.
Yeah. Well, Russell Wilson.
People get on poor Mason. It's like it's not your.
Well, it's not like Russell.
No, it's all Mason's fault. It's all Mason's fault. He did it.
Quarterback at this point. If they're going to put the blame on me, I might as well suit up.
I'm going to jam up Rocky here. Not exactly like Russell Wilson is a stranger to throwing interceptions in the end zone, huh?
I'm having flashbacks.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this week. As always, we appreciate you watching the show. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and most importantly, don't forget to comment for your chance to win that $100 gift card. We want to hear what you have to say. What did you like about the show? What did you not like about the show? And of course, we want you to tell us who owes you money. Maybe it's that same vending machine that you couldn't get your sour Skittles from, like Rocky. Whatever the reason, we want you to drop a comment for your chance to win. All right. And of course, Mason, want to thank you for being here, man. Where can we find you?
You can find me on the Winners and Whiners website. You can also find me on Twitter. I'm posting all my free picks every day, and posting them on Instagram more and more as well, as you guys can follow me there. Same, I think the link's up here. You can check out that at Mason Folz, and you can find all my picks. So thank you guys.
All right, very good. And David, what about you? Where do we search you out at?
Same places. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Get Sports Strong. You can also find me on the YouTube page with Winners and Whiners, making videos every day. You can check out some articles. I have about 2 to 3 free articles up every single day in various sports. Also going to have basketball coming up every day. You can find that. You can find my top plays, my premium picks in the expert section as well. As even though we do write a lot of articles and we do give out a lot of videos, those are not the only games that we're playing. So if you want to know everything that we're on and our favorite plays, you can check out the expert section there.
Very good. And of course, Rocky, where can we find you?
I am on Twitter at Rocky Foré. I will also be doing an underground luchador match this week in Guadalajara, Mexico. You can come see us Thursday at 3 a.m.
Right after the
Mexico time.
I understand you're opening for the chicken fights again.
Yes.
All right. Can't get enough.
Legally on the show, no.
Okay, fair enough. Can't get a Rocky. I know you're a big fan of the cockfighting, and also when the chicken.
There are FBI agents. There are FBI agents all over my tail, and they'll never catch me as long as I'm wearing this mask.
Fair enough. And of course, you can find me on Twitter at Steamroller. You see my handle right there in the upper right-hand corner. Yeah, right there. You see that. Check it out. I'm doing daily pick videos over on the YouTube channel of the Winners and Whiners. And of course, I've got premium plays available. Just click the link in the show box here or head over to Winners and Whiners. Click the Experts tab and you will find me right there. You guys, it's been a lot of fun. Rocky, why don't you get us out of here?
Well, thanks for watching. You've been watching Once Upon a Time in Las Vegas, the rise of the greatest American sports betting show in the world. You saw the picks. You saw which picks I took. Have fun this week. Make yourself some money. And of course, enjoy watching football. Unless you're a Falcons fan and you watch the NFL just absolutely ruin any chance you have at winning the game because they don't care about calling fair fouls. Have a good week.
Wow, I think that was a pretty good episode. I agree. I thought everyone was very good except you. What? Yeah, I thought you did terrible, Jared. You mean Rocky? Did you not know my name? Yeah, I mean Rocky. We've been working on this show for like a month and a half. You don't know my name? Does nobody know my name? How are people gonna know to like and subscribe to this video if nobody knows my name? You didn't even know my name. And I thought we were best friends.